David Wygant, joined again by Jonathon Aslay. He joined yesterday. We talked yesterday about the illusion and dilemma of chemistry. And as the show wrapped up yesterday, we had a really interesting conversation because Jonathan's experiencing something that I never got to experience. He's in the process of taking care of his elderly father, and my father died quickly.
Yeah.
It was a phone call that I got from his wife, and she told me that he passed away. And it was quick. My mother got diagnosed with liver cancer on a Wednesday and passed away the following Tuesday. So I never got to heal, you know, and I've done a lot of work and inner work and stuff like that. So I've healed in other ways. But you're going through the process right now of caring for an elderly parent, but also I call it the opportunity for healing and a long goodbye, you know, and I think it's a beautiful experience for people that is never really discussed or never really spoken or talked about at all. So what's it like, Jonathan, to, you know, see, how old's your dad now? What is he, 80 what?
My dad is 92.
Wow.
My mother passed away 4 months ago. My parents were married just 1 month shy of 66 years. And up until the point, and my mother, like yours, went very quickly. She was diagnosed with cancer, and 3 weeks later, she was gone. And interesting, my parents were self-sufficient, literally up until the point where my mother passed away. And then all of a sudden, my father slipped and fell at the hospital and fractured his back just ever so slightly. And so now he's wheelchair and walker bound. And so, and what's so fascinating though, is that my father, I didn't realize how much my father relied on my mother to do those basic things like cooking and cleaning. And even though he's a 92-year-old man, a veteran of World War II, was a commander of a destroyer in, you know, the Navy, he couldn't take care of himself, or he can't take care of himself. And so little by little, he went from being my dad to now my child. And sadly, he's acting up like a child too. There's a lot of, because he's depressed and he's anxious and he's scared. So I recognize where it comes from. And yet here's this 92-year-old person that can be ornery and difficult. But there's this loving side to him too. So I'm navigating that, and it's a challenge. And it's a challenge also, how do I manage my life in this whole process? Because up until this point, I had my father. He allowed me to be Peter Pan, if you will, because he was always my dad. Now he's not my dad anymore in that same sense.
That's amazing. I mean, what it must feel like for him, a strong, powerful, honorary man who now needs to be taken care of. It's gotta, first off, it's scary because he's lost all control. He lost his partner of 60-something years.
Yeah.
You know, so he's got to deal with that, you know, and he's got to deal with the fact that he's losing who he was. And doesn't matter if, you know, it takes a very strong person to look back and say, God, I've had an amazing life. This is just where I'm at right now. It's got to be scary because, you know, your time is very limited. He's had a long run too. I mean, 92 years, my God, that's amazing. I'll take 92 years any day. But you're right. When all the things we take for granted, you know, like taking ourselves to the store, or, you know, going over and talking to somebody freely, or, you know, being able to remember things, you know, and it's gotta be such a hard experience.
Yeah. He's going through his challenge. And what's fascinating to me, David, though, that's, you know, and is that I'm getting to spend, you know, time with him that I'd never had before, because I've taken on the role of making sure that he's been moved to an assisted living facility and all the different components, selling his home, I've literally taken on the complete responsibility of managing his care. And then on a completely different note, David, I see a post on Facebook for someone bitching about some guy didn't return a phone call in 5 minutes, you know, in the dating process. Because, you know, we're both in the dating and relationship realm. And I'm like, really? You really want to be that nitpicky? Like, it saddens me because, you know, and what I'm blessed is I'm seeing the real priorities in life. What's the most important things in life? it starts with your own self-worth, self-respect, self-care, self-love, as we often call. And then it's those people around you and nurturing those people. And it saddens me that the pettiness that goes on, and it's really affecting me too, because I've become even more emotionally, grateful for this experience and tender through all of this. But I'm also highly sensitive to the crap that's out there. It's like, where's the fucking gratitude? I'm sorry, I'm ranting about this,
No,
but
no,
it's
no, no,
because
no.
because it drives me nuts when I see some pettiness, and I'm public figure on Facebook, so I try to encourage people to uplift themselves, be empowered, and to be grateful. And so this experience is allowing me to be grateful, but it also creates a lot of anxiety because I see this pettiness.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I've talked about it a lot. I mean, I'm dealing with some people in my life right now that are the most self-absorbed, fucking narcissistic behaviors I've ever seen. And then you look
Yeah.
at it, and I look at them and I think, well, they're just a product of what our generation is now, what our world is now.
Yeah.
It's like everything is about them, 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 them. And and you do. They get annoyed if the computer doesn't load right away. They get annoyed if somebody doesn't text them back right away. They get annoyed, and this sense of entitlement they have. And you're really expressing and seeing like what is really important in life. What's important in life is the connections and how we treat other people. And I think that's a really big thing, because I have found that people are really treating people like shit nowadays. I mean,
Yeah.
I was in, and I'll give you an example, okay,
Yeah.
which is really interesting. I go to this place to go get a foot massage, right?
Okay.
It's $20.
Oh, I love it.
$20. The place is a shithole. I
Okay.
mean, it's just not a good looking place. Who cares?
Okay.
I mean, what does it matter? The bathroom's not working, so they got an outhouse in the back. And it's fine. And the people there who work there are really nice. $20, I give a $10 tip. They're really nice people all the time. The hard workers. So yesterday I walked in there just at the end of the day to go get a foot massage, and there was these two women with all their kids there. Two
Okay.
women were getting a foot massage. Their kids were getting foot massage. They had a younger kid sitting there playing on a video game so you can hear it.
Okay.
One woman had a dog, a little Yorkie, holding on to during her foot massage.
Okay.
The guy that was massaging her went to her neck. The dog bit his hand. She didn't care, right?
Yeah.
The other kid decided he had to go to the bathroom. The woman says there's an outhouse in the back. The woman goes, "Ugh, outhouses are disgusting." The kid went out to the front with the sister, the front of the store, and shit on the street.
Oh shit.
Okay, they came in, they started talking about this shit, laughing, right? It was like complete fucking trash. I mean, in every which
Wow.
way. So finally I
That's
looked and I
insane.
go, "This is rude." I said,
Yeah.
where are you guys from? Are you from the ghetto? I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, holy shit, do you not care that other people are around, right? And even people I know in the ghetto have more manners than this,
Yeah.
because, and she's like, "Well, we come from Newport." And I go, "Great, a kept woman from Newport with her kids trying to get a foot massage. You guys, you have no respect for any of these people who are working hard right now. You have no respect for any of the customers in here but yourself."
Yeah.
"Oh, well, I'm not a kept woman. I own buildings. I'm rich." And I'm thinking like, God damn, man, well, money didn't buy you class.
Yeah.
And you don't care about anybody else but your fucking self. And when she left, she said, "Fuck this place and fuck all you people in it." That's what she said.
Really?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's
And,
just
and I'm like, my God, it's like, that's what our society has come. It's like, we don't care about other people that are around us. And here you are having this incredible, beautiful experience
yeah.
of connecting with and being present and realizing, wow, and having compassion. It's like you're having compassion for what your dad must be going through, which is going to give you a heightened sense of compassion for other people. I mean, it was like a shit show literally there yesterday.
You know, that's the sad piece in all of this, is that compassion and gratitude is really the antidote. I truly believe when one steps into more compassion and gratitude, they really start experiencing the joys of life. And so my experience with my father has really helped me appreciate what's really important. And I think when people come to their end, and in some cases they're very sudden, like your mother or my mother, or this longer goodbye, if you will, it's the quality we spend with the most important people in our lives that matters most. And so that's my encouragement for those listening to this, is that, cherish those moments with family, because you know, like David and I, we lost our mothers quickly. And then if it is the long goodbye, cherish that as well, because that's what's really important in life.
No, what's important is also treating others with kindness.
Yeah.
And I
But
think that's what you're really learning, because that your patience, kids teach us a valuable lesson of patience. Adults that are dying teach us a valuable lesson of compassion,
yeah.
and I think those two things really make you more well-rounded. And it's just amazing. It's like the things that are important in life are our family, our friends, people you can rely on. Don't, and this is, like I said, this is going to make you a better person, just these next few months. And it's difficult too, I'm sure, but it's just going to make you a better, more well-rounded person. It's also going to make you a better partner for somebody, because you're going to have more compassion for their faults. And I think that's a big thing we started talking about yesterday, the illusion and dilemma of chemistry. People have no compassion. Everybody comes at you with faults. Everybody comes with you with baggage. Have compassion for it and allow them the space to heal whatever they need to be healed, because eventually they're going to get to the end of the road. And if they haven't healed this stuff, they're going to get frustrated and angry.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Jonathan, that was good, man. Where can they reach you again?
Oh, you can reach me at jonathanaslay.com. For those of you that are in midlife, which is after baby making and before retirement, go to my website, jonathanaslay.com, learn all about what I'm doing. My big program is called Midlife Love Mastery. So join us.
Yeah, davidwygant.com. You know where to find me. See you on the Reality Check tomorrow. We'll have another interesting guest and another interesting conversation. Thanks for going deep and listening with Jonathan and I.
Yeah.